welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Heather Lindsey, and this is the very first time that I've recorded since I gave birth. Isn't that so amazing? Like, I have a whole baby. So he's a month old now, and his name's Roman Mateo Lindsey, and I'm so in love. He's such a sweetheart. I am exhausted, and I did not sleep for real last night, so no judgment on these bags up under my eyes. I tried to put some concealer on to just clear them up a little bit, but it's real. The newborn hazing is so real. But just because it's fresh in my mind, I wanted to do a quick video. Okay, it's probably not going to be quick, but I wanted to do a video on just my favorites while I was pregnant and some of my best tips for any of you that are pregnant, are you know, just gave birth, or you're thinking about becoming pregnant. These are just things that help me along the way. Like, this is like my, you know, top tips that I want to give to you guys. I also am going to talk about prepartum depression and postpartum depression, which are areas that we've got to talk about because those attacks are real. And I did have some prepartum depression with Roman. It was only a couple days, but it was real. It was a long couple days. So I'm just going to go through and talk about my favorite absolute tips. I'm going to give you a lot of practical stuff, and I'm also going to show you some of my favorite things. Now, I'm going to link everything below, so you know, just you can go down there and just check it out as I'm going through it. But the first thing I want to talk about is I'll do my my seat. Okay, so I have this seat, and when you get towards like second and third trimester, I don't know about you, but can I just keep it real with you? I ain't got no booty. Like, I just don't. Like, it's my European side, and maybe some of y'all are European and you have a butt, but I don't. So when I have a bunch of weight on my stomach, it hurts my hips and my back and everything. So by second trimester, I needed a seat. Mind you, I'm on planes and stuff a lot, or if you work in an office, I recommend getting one of these. So this is SAMSONITE. Granted, I want you to also know this, none of this is sponsored. Heather paid for this, okay? Heather paid for every service that I'm gonna tell you about. But these are things that I wish somebody would have told me about. And it's really cool because it's like Tempur-Pedic. I got this at Marshall's, you guys, for like $13. Isn't it amazing? Yeah. So I sat on this everywhere I went. I used this in the car. This was like my cover, you know, on planes, you name it. My seat came with me. It was amazing. So this thing saved me. So I'm thankful for that. Another thing that I use that helped me is like a belly band. Now I'm going to, again, link where I got it. I got it from Amazon, I think. But pretty much with this, I just put it around my stomach and it held the baby up. So I just put it around and it's like Velcro. And it helps so much because it helped hold up the weight of my baby. Now, mind you, my kids are big. Like, Logan was 10 pounds. Taylor was 9 pounds and Roman was 8 pounds. So I don't have hips. And again, we know I don't have a butt because we discussed that. I have a butt, but it's just not a lot back there. So this just helps me to just hold it all up. So I recommend this. And mind you, this is more third trimester stuff. Another thing I want to talk about is like a belly band, another like belly band that I use. Now, mind you, when I'm out and about, I'm not going to wear that thing I just showed you. So I got this from PRENATAL, and it looks like a tube top, but I would put it in my stomach and it would hold it up and it would give me back support. It seems flimsy. It seems like it doesn't do anything, but it actually really worked. So this was a huge blessing to me too. Now, let's talk about working out. It's so important that you're thinking, you guys, about working out on a regular basis. Because if you're not working out throughout your pregnancy and you're eating for 2, which you're really not technically, but if you think you are and you're just turning up, you're gonna gain so much weight and you're not gonna feel good. You're not gonna be able to get out of bed. Somebody's gonna have to roll you out of bed by the time you're in your third trimester, you guys. You have to think about the strength of your core. Is your core strong? Because if your core is not strong, how are you gonna be able to pull up out of the bed or pull up or bend down or wash your foot in pregnancy? You know how hard it is to be 9 months pregnant and trying to wash your feet or even shave your legs? Like, the struggle is real. So if your core is really weak, then you're gonna be struggling big time towards the end of your pregnancy. And not only that, you pop back faster to your pre-baby body if you've worked out. Now, I wanna share a workout that I did religiously, you guys. It's called Body by Trimester. I know we're not about that DVD life, but I had to dig in and I had to find my DVD player because it's been a few years since I was pregnant. But Body by Trimester, I found it on Amazon. And the cool thing is that there's trimester 1, 2, and 3 on here. You see, trimester 3 is gone because it's still my DVD player because I was working out in trimester 3. But each trimester gives you 3 different workouts. And I love this because it helped me to just be strong. I also took a bar class. I took a few other classes. Water aerobics is really good. You want to make sure that you are working out on a regular basis. You have to make sure that you're eating healthy. So you have to also think like, you know what, your baby is picking up whatever taste buds that you have. So, or whatever food that you're eating. So if you just want to eat fried chicken and pork chops every day, guess what? You're literally training your child's taste buds. So from an early age, you want to make sure you're doing your part. And that leads me to my next part, vitamins. What vitamins are you taking? Now I'm going to share with you my favorite vitamins. And to be honest, I hate vitamins pregnant because the gag reflex everything. So that's why I really liked, this is not the only reason, but I really like My Kind. It's from Garden of Life, and Garden of Life is one of my favorites. Garden of Life, and it's prenatal once daily. So it was nice. It was just one pill. I didn't have to take 3 or 4 or 5 of them. So this was my prenatal. You should be taking this if you're not pregnant, but you could get pregnant. You should be taking this post-baby because you're going to be breastfeeding, so you're still getting nutrients to your baby. So I take this every single day. Yes, it's tiring. Yes, it's exhausting, but I have to think all my nutrients are going to my baby. So I need to make sure that I'm taking my vitamins. Another one, I'm a prenatal DHA. Now I like this one because I'm vegan. I do not eat fish, and there is, this is my omega-3s. So I really like Spectrum DHA. And again, I'll link all this stuff below. So I took this every day, and this is for, you know, your baby's brain and vision development. So it was important to me that I took this every single day. Another one is vitamin B complex. Now, this helps for those of you that have that hair that falls out right along here. Also post-baby shedding. This is like everything. You take 2 of these. Now, I don't take vitamin B complex every single day. I probably take it 2 or 3 times post-baby. I didn't really take it as much when I was pregnant. Also, I'm vegan, so I needed something for my iron, and I use Blood Builder. This thing gave me so much energy. It's amazing, and it doesn't make you constipated because a lot of iron pills make you constipated and you don't have any energy. So I really, really like this, and I've been taking these for years. I've either been pregnant or nursing for the past 6 years of my life. So I'm ready to be done, as y'all know. But I've been taking these, and they've just been a blessing and helpful to me. So those are some of my tips during. Now, I want to talk a little bit about depression in pregnancy. If you're feeling like you're depressed, you're feeling overwhelmed, I felt like that for a few days with Roman, and I didn't even know what it was. It just kind of hit me. I didn't want to get out of bed, and I just didn't feel good. And I'm like spending time with the Lord, and I'm playing my worship music, but I still just felt, I don't know, I didn't know what it was. I just felt a heaviness on me. So then the Lord showed me that it was that prepartum depression, and it's something that's not talked about a whole lot. So you want to make sure that if you're being attacked in that area, that you're doing certain things that can help you, that can refresh you, that can restore you. So for me, what I did was I went and got my nails done. Now it might sound like something like, you know, Heather, I need something more spiritual. Look, I spent time with the Lord every day. That wasn't my issue, but my issue was I needed to get out of the house. I needed to do something to get my mind off of whatever I was going through. And those hormones are absolutely real. So that's something that I went and got my nails done. And then I talked to somebody about it. I talked to my husband about it, and I shared with him like how I was feeling. And sometimes we just suppress as women because we're like super women. We're strong. I'm fine. I'm good. No, like I told him, I was like, I think I'm dealing with like some postpartum, you know, depression. And I brought it up to my OB. And so he told me that I wasn't really as much as I thought I was because he's like, Heather, you're smiling, you're happy, you're good. Trust me, I've seen worse cases. But he still didn't write it off. He still just said, hey, take some time for yourself. Do something for you. Exercising helped me with prepartum. So when I would get attacked, I realized I have not been working out. And then also like, what are you eating? Think about those foods can actually physically affect your body. If you're emotionally eating pregnant and you're just smashing chocolate and all this stuff all day long, you're not going to feel good about yourself. So it was important that, you know, I made sure that I was still eating healthy. I went and got some celery juice, something I drank almost every single day while I was pregnant. I did what I knew to do. And of course I spent time with the Lord. I read his word, you know, read the word, and I did all the other stuff. And all of those things were really important to help me. And again, it only lasted a few days, but it's something about just stirring yourself up in the Lord and saying, yes, I feel this way, but I know it's not what God's word says about me. Like, I know I have a plan and God has a future for me. So those are some of my main tips while pregnant. Also, one quick thing is I did deal with some nausea, and I forgot to bring it down here, but I have these ginger candies that my daughter Taylor is obsessed with. But I would eat those ginger candies, and I'd also wear a nausea band, in which I will link below. And the nausea band helped me with, you know, just feeling nauseous that first trimester, because that was real, all right? Okay, let's talk post-baby. I had a C-section. It was real. So this is something I always recommend, a C-panty. It's not very sexy, but hey, post-baby, nothing sexy, all right? But this is kind of how it looks. This is where your C-section scar is. But I actually recommend this for people that do not even have C-sections, because it's like, it's tight, right? It's like a panty that's tight. And what you do is you wear like a underwear under this. You know what I mean? That's what I do anyways. I just wore underwear under this, and that was about the same size, but I wore underwear under this, and you just make sure you're washing it, obviously, on a regular basis. But this helps to just bring your ab muscles back together, and it's tight but not too tight. I ordered a small, and I'm typically a small, so those things were all really helpful for me. And now I want to bring in somebody who I absolutely love. Her name is NADRADYAN. Yay! Hi. She's one of my best friends, but she's also a doula as well, and she does post-baby doula. So I want you just to share about postpartum, about how important it is to plan post-baby, because we all, I mean, we got our registry, we got all this stuff.
Baby shower ready. Right,
but then we don't realize, if I don't have no help after this baby, I'm not gonna be excited about being a mom. And that sounds really bad, but it's the reality of feeling overwhelmed with a screaming child that doesn't go to bed at night, and you still try to function the next day. Yes. So she actually came in and was my mommy helper. You know what I mean? Or I guess, what do you call it?
Postpartum doula.
Postpartum doula. And I just want you to share and give them a little bit of tips on how important it is to make sure you have that help.
Absolutely. So as a postpartum doula, the key is not making sure that baby is well, because although yes, baby needs to be cared for and nurtured, but the whole entire family needs to be nurtured as well. Yeah. Mom really needs to be poured into. She's going through so much, as Heather highlighted, just fatigue, you know, the hormones, you know, dipping, which can lead into postpartum depression. Everybody has some level of baby blues. Yeah. Everyone's to some extent. But, you know, just getting a simple shower. Hello. Like those are the little
especially
things.
If your husband works a lot. Like, my husband, he works from home, but he travels. And for some reason, he got this crazy schedule right after this baby. And I'm like, what?
Almost every week.
What you doing? Like, you ain't about to be, you out here traveling the world. I need you to come back to this child. But I'm thankful that I have help planned to help me, so I'm not doing it by myself. Right. Because it's real.
And then you have other children. You have Logan and Taylor
who don't care.
Who are like, well, this is my mom too. Like, I miss mommy. I have needs of my own too that need to be met.
And you don't want to reject your kid.
No, especially during the transition of a new baby coming in, because in their minds, you know, sometimes they question, okay, am I being replaced? You know, am I going to receive the same love? So having, you know, some either my services or other doulas who are in other states closer to you, they can be able to provide you assistance with, okay, I can take care of baby while mom gets on one-on-one time with the older siblings. You can, like I said, take showers. I'm able to give tips as to like how to care for baby, massage baby wearing, doing some light housekeeping, which is helpful, because who doesn't want a clean house? Like, I love peace, like
all day.
That's a form of peace to me,
of course.
And then just setting the atmosphere as well. As I mentioned, a lot of times moms can go into some baby blues, so it's important to set the atmosphere. Amen.
All day.
So you know, we rely on God's peace and setting the atmosphere. So having worship music on.
It's so annoying.
It's so annoying, but it's temporary.
Yeah.
So just being able to be present at all times. So sometimes it's during the day that I'll have services available, and sometimes at night as well, because as you know, the party starts at midnight.
That's Roman. Like last night, Roman was tart. I should have had you come over. Right? He was tart. But just to have that person come in and take your baby so you can go shower, so you can get some work done. I mean, I work from home, and mind you, I have like other kids that are pulling on me.
Right.
Mommy, I need this. Mommy, I need that.
Business, ministry,
all
work
of that
you need to take care of, but you're only one person.
Exactly. No, I totally agree.
And that can be very stressful for a mom. So that's what doulas are there for, to be able to make things smoother in that transition that is a whole new world.
It is. And if I would have known what I know now, but instead of like putting all this stuff on my registry that I don't need, I'd be like, you know what? I would rather people put money towards a night nurse or a postpartum doula.
Right.
Seriously. Because if you think about it, like, you're actually going to need so much more help after your baby. And it's real. And the struggle can be... Exactly. And I just wish that those things were talked about. I feel like as women, we just try to figure it all out. And the Proverbs 31 woman had servant keepers. She hired people to source her weaknesses. And if you know that if you don't sleep, you're off the chain. And the thing is, you hit those walls. You know what I mean? Like, I hit a wall the other day and I had to leave. Like, my husband came in and was like, here, go get your nails done. And it's not like I was wilding out, but I just, like, internally, like, I had no sleep. I was trying to do work. Things weren't working out. All this stuff was happening. And I was like, I just need 2 hours to myself. And some people might not have a husband that can give them 2 hours to themselves. You know what I mean?
Or family close by.
Or family that's close by. So it's so important that you look and find resources, and not just here. And she's got so many tips on her Instagram and Facebook. Can you tell them what it is so they can follow you?
Yes. So I am under NADRADYAN, which is my name, as well as Motherhood.
How do you spell that?
Yep. NADRADYAN, and Motherhood Reborn as well, which is my business page.
Awesome. So I'm going to link her below so you guys can check out her stuff. But I personally use her as well, and she's amazing. And it's so helpful because when you see her pull up, you're just like, thank you, Lord. Thank you for giving me a break. So I appreciate you. She's also a lactation consultant.
Yes.
And so she helps me with breastfeeding. It's like all in one.
All in one.
Exactly. So yeah, thank you for your help. So now that brings me into breastfeeding. Now, I know there's all this fancy stuff out there, you guys. And I'm going to tell y'all, this is all you need. And this is $35. Is all you need. This is called is it a HAAKAA? HAAKAA. Yeah, so what this does is it latches onto one boob. You gotta squeeze it and put it on. And this one is your manual pump, and this is MEDELA. So what you do is you put this on one boob and this on the other one. You're pumping, and this is gonna stick on this one. And the crazy thing is, I get about 12 extra ounces a day just by using this. 12 ounces, isn't that amazing? I use the manual pump, and I got a lot of questions about that because the electric pump is trash. I know people love it, but I travel a lot, and the reason why I don't like it, and I've nursed, I'm going on 5 years, you guys. So I'm pumping, I'm doing the breast, I'm doing all that stuff, but the electric does not grab your boobie like it needs to. So it's not getting out all the milk, which leaves you with clogged milk ducts, mastitis, and all that other craziness. This one gets all the milk. It sucks almost like the baby. Yeah, you gotta do it with your hand, and I'm sure they're gonna come out with something where it's, you know, more manual, where it gets more of the, you know, suction. But this thing is amazing, and it's all you need, and it's what I use. I use it on the road in airports. I just throw a cover on myself and stick it on and just go for a walk. And it's just, you know, I pump. Does my hand get tired? No, I don't even think about it. I look, and it's just, this thing is filled up to 8 ounces. It's amazing. So this is a manual pump, and this is a HAAKAA. I don't know, but I'm gonna link it below. But this was $30 altogether. Isn't that amazing? 30, 40 bucks together. But this is pretty much what I've been doing. If you're struggling with your milk flow, which is the question I get all the time, check out Legendairy Milk. They're on Instagram. I hear that their supplements are amazing. For some reason, the milk just flows, and I'm probably because I'm, 5 years in breastfeeding. My body's used to it. So you can't compare your supply to mine because I've been nursing for a really long time, and my body knows what the deal is. So pumping is really, really, you know, near and dear to my heart, and nursing is near and dear to my heart because I was able to do it with all my babies. So I'm just thankful for that. But it's hard. It's not for the faint at heart. Like, you just got to keep at it, and they'll get easier and better. Something I've recently been doing is I've been putting coconut oil on here on the little valve, and it just helps with the suction of my breast, and it doesn't hurt when it's pulling it. So that's another tip that I want to give you guys. Gosh, I feel like I told you guys so much, and I'm going on 20 minutes. So that's pretty much it for now. If I can think of something, maybe I'll do another video. But I hope this just encouraged anybody that is, you know, pregnant or trying to get pregnant. And if you are trying to get pregnant, then I'm gonna encourage you not to worry. Like, don't try to track all your ovulation and do all this stuff. Like, almost every baby has been like, hey, surprise, you're pregnant. I was not trying. And sometimes we get our minds so far on, oh, I want the baby, I want a baby, I want to get pregnant. And I know, because I had a miscarriage, so I understand. But sometimes we can be so focused on it, then when it doesn't come, we just get disappointed because we have all of our expectations and all of our hope in having a baby. But be sure of this thing, this truth, is that God opens and closes our wombs. Just trust him. Just trust him with the process and the journey. Do what you know to do. Eat healthy. Take your vitamins now and do what you know to do. All right, I hope this was helpful, and I love you guys. It was just great coming back and being back to just hang out and talk with you guys. All right, have a great day. Make sure you subscribe below.